I chose to volunteer with Cork Simon because I believe that homelessness can happen to anybody, and we're all vulnerable, and it's our responsibility to help somebody who's in that situation.
So I volunteer as part of the Housing Plus team. It's a project called Befriending. I've been volunteering in that particular project for about 12 months. The befriending is I link up with a resident of the Housing Plus, and someone who would have been homeless, would have came through the shelter and then moved on and progressed into the Housing Plus.
I volunteer with the fundraising office in Cork Simon community, and they operate in Nicholas Street, and I've been with them for about 5 years, and I work half day a week. And as you know, the majority of Simon's funds come from public and private collections, so I'm involved in fundraising for flag days and church gate collections, selling Christmas cards and any other events that they might be organising. And I also do administration work, like inputting data to the computer or checking lodgements, general office work.
I volunteer in Millhouse. It's one of Simon's projects in Anderson's Quay. I've been there for the last year and 5 months. I started out there as work placement for a course I was doing at the time, a community care course. And after I had done my work placement, I stayed on as a part-time volunteer. I go in every Wednesday evening, just for maybe 3 hours in the evening, but I go in there every week.
And we do various things, like for example, last week we met out and we walked the cliffs of Ballycotton for the afternoon. The week before that we went and we toured the museum in Fitzgerald's Park. Another week we might sit down and have a cup of coffee and a chat. Around the basis of it is what we do. We talk about life and what's going on in the life, what's in the news, what's in the newspapers. It's really all those things that you want to say to someone, but you know, for Brian, he may be inside on his own and just may not have that contact, that social contact with someone to say. So, you know, it's not deep, it's not heavy in any sense. You're not trying to solve their problems, because being a volunteer, you don't have the answers. We're not professionally trained, but what you can provide is that a listening ear and that, you know, just someone, just to be that social contact.
Yeah. Well, normally when I go in, I just get stuck into whatever needs doing, you know, at the time. You could help someone to maybe tidy the room, or maybe help someone to shower. One of the residents may just need to chat, or may need advice on something, you know. One of the ladies inside, she loves getting her makeup done and her hair done fairly regular. And I'm not a hairdresser, but we try our best, and she's always happy with the results.
I feel a good sense of satisfaction, and I feel that in helping raising funds for it, you keep the show on the road, because otherwise they couldn't operate. And the people in the office are very friendly, and they always make you feel that you're making a difference.
Yeah, I find it incredibly rewarding. I suppose on a couple of fronts, in that there's an awful lot of learning. I get a lot of learning out of it, because number one is you learn that there's a lot more life going on around outside in your own home and your own circle of friends and your own family, that there is another life. And I think when you see that other life, it makes you more appreciate the life that you have. I would say that we'll be very, very fortunate, and then my circumstances in my life allow me to reach out to other people and see that, and to offer whatever help that I can. And for me, it's personal learning, that you learn that you can do things like that. You learn that you have a lot of inner strength that you didn't think that you would have, and that you can offer a lot more than you think you can at the start.
Well, from volunteering with Cork Simon, there's a great sense of community. We do have a bit of crack, but we also get that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to have a really positive impact on somebody's life.
It takes a while when you go in there first to gain their trust, so when you do have their trust, you hold on to that.
You don't have the answers. We're not professionally trained.